Good morning, it's time for a cup of joe.
I want to be a cup of joe, first sip in the morning.
So today I wanted to share with you guys my toys that my kids have. I know there's been some interest before in the past. CMS Sultana, I think you asked like a bazillion years ago. So I just thought I'd share with you guys the toys that, as a minimalist, I let my kids have, or I'd give to my kids, or however you want to say it. The toys that I bestow upon my children. So this right here is our main sort of toy case thing, toy shelf, unity thing. So we'll just start at the top and go down to the bottom. So the top here, we have Cordelia and Esther have these really awesome wooden name, I don't know what you'd call it, not really a puzzle, but the letters come out, so they can pull them all out and they put them in. It's really helpful for them learning just their letters and spelling their names, and look how nice they are. My dad made these, and that's awesome. So these have definitely been a keeper over the years. Those aren't something they play with a lot necessarily, but they go nice sitting up here on top, and they don't take up much space, and they do like to play with them just every once in a while. So that's really nice. Next we have obviously our stuffed animals and our dolls. My rule in the house is you're allowed one stuffed animal and one doll. No more, no less. Well, I guess you could have less if you really wanted to. The dolls that we have are these ones, and I'm kind of picky about the dolls that I let them have because I don't like the ones that I like softer versus harder. So I don't like the sort of Barbie or the ones with the hard heads, or the ones that are designed for all dolling up and looking all blue. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones with makeup and no brats, none of that. I like ones that are more cuddly and more just, I don't know, normal doll classic thingies. So yeah, these are the dolls they have, and then these are the stuffed animals. And whenever someone gives them gifts of a doll or stuffed animal or something like that, what we'll usually do is I'll let them kind of have the doubles for a little while. So let's say they got new stuffed animals or new dolls, that kind of met my approval. I would let them keep those for a little while, and then I would, after I don't know how long, just a little while, I would say, okay, which do you guys prefer? Which one do you want to keep and which one do you want to get rid of? And they never usually have a problem choosing. So that's with that shelf. Next we have our shelf for blocks. So kind of crammed in here, so we have our truck, and the key fits in with these blocks, and in here we have just a bunch of these kind of gigantic Lego blocky things, and again, like I said, they match him. So blocks is a huge thing. As a minimalist, you want toys, I highly suggest reading the book called Simplicity Parenting. It just really helped for me clarify and really hone in on what kind of toys, and in that book the doctor talks a lot about having toys that are, what's the word? I don't know, that they're creative, they are neutral, they're not specific to what you can't, gosh, what's the word? They're not something that you can only do one thing with, you know? Like blocks you can do a million things with. My kids always pretending that they're on a picnic and they'll use all the different blocks for different toys. You can build things with them, obviously. Build towers and all that kind of good stuff. So that's why we've got that. I took it out of its original packaging because I was just inspired by a minimalist on YouTube. I don't remember her name, but I was watching her video, and one of her tips was to get rid of all the labels on everything you own. So I just thought, and I found this thing that we had that we weren't using, so I thought this would be just a much nicer package. It'll just look better in our living room. So there's those. Then we have our wooden blocks. I think this was a gift from my sister to Cordelia because she's her godmother. So, and these are just wooden blocks. They don't connect together. I really like those. I love wooden toys. I prefer them. If it was up to me, we'd probably only have wooden toys, but it's not. Yeah, those are, I mean, that's all pretty self-explanatory. As you can see, I ripped off the label on that one just so it looks a little bit cleaner. So next, we have our ball. We have our one ball. We have another couple floating. I don't know. We may have a couple other balls floating around outside or something. But here's our ball, our soccer ball that we just obviously not much to say about a ball. It's just a ball. I came in like a stay, good boy. All right. And next we have our books, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I can make a video, maybe, I don't know if there's interest. I think someone did ask once, I'll have to look it up, but if there's interest, I can make a video just talking about books specifically and why we keep the ones we keep and we don't keep others and all that. But yeah, this is basically it for the main toys. We do have outside toys, bikes, sandbox, slide. Oh, and then I'll bring you over here just to show you. We also have this dollhouse, which is a really cool big wooden kind of old-fashioned style dollhouse that the girls really do like to play with a lot. So that's definitely been worth hanging on to, even though I was skeptical for a while and thought it just took up too much space and we should ditch it. We kept it, and I am glad we did. The girls really do get a lot of use out of it. And then last but not least, we come over here. And here we have the sort of last kind of PlayStation for our kids. This is our kind of their crafty table. So on here, I'll start over here. Here in our little chest, this was a gift, a wedding present from our good friend Claire Schroeder. Your name's not Schroeder anymore, you got married. I don't know her last name right now. Claire. Thank you, Claire's. Here we have some Play-Doh, mostly just jewelry. Play-Doh and jewelry. And we've got our crayons and markers and pencils. And right here we've got, these are, oh my gosh, these are awesome. Aaron got these online. I think they were a Christmas present to the kids. Basically what they are is, it's just like, you take these things, they're just like those sticky, you know, you put them on and you peel them off, they stick. They're so awesome. It took me forever to figure out a good system for storing the different clothes, so I decided on baggies, and that works really well to just kind of keep them separate so they don't have a big mess of them. But they will play this for hours on end because they can dress. There's ones that you can dress the different people, and then there's also like just like a scene where you put people on it and set up what's going on. They'll play with them like dolls, like they'll have them talking to each other and all that. Oh my gosh, definitely a great find on that one. So over here we have our board game box, which has Sequence for kids. We've got Candyland in here. We've got like Go Fish, Uno. Those are, you know, kind of all of our games. Here's our puzzle box. I got this at a thrift shop. I was so excited because I really wanted these nice like wooden puzzle pieces, you know, not that like crappy cardboard stuff that's always just bending and breaking and whatever. Like these really good wooden ones. They're Dora the Explorer. There's 3 of them in here. It looks, I think someone built this probably. I don't know, but it's so awesome. And as I can see on the side, I spent $1.51. So that's great. So yeah, we have these 3 puzzles. Get in there. And then this thing. This is just like magnets. You can just build shapes and make things out of it, basically. And then here we have coloring books. We've got, let's see here, 6 coloring books and paper for drawing and coloring and cutting and gluing and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for all of the toys. Again, like my philosophy with toys is obviously simpler and less the better, because they're more creative when they have less things. Like I was saying with those blocks, they don't need a lot of different toys because they just use the blocks for so many different things, and they just use their imaginations. And the more toys you have, I've noticed, the more toys they have that are meant for specific things, the less they use their imagination, because they think, oh, I just have to find that exact right toy to do what I'm using for, and that's not the case. Kids have amazing imaginations. We all do, but I think we just kind of stunt them by having an overabundance of toys. So yeah, that's kind of how it works in this store right now. Full disclosure, we do live across the street from Aaron's parents, and she brings the kids over there a lot. And Grandma and Grandpa over there have tons of toys and different things going on over there. So I can't say that they're stuck to only these toys all the time. They do go over there a lot, but even if they didn't, I still think this would be a good amount of stuff for them to have. So if you have any more questions, I don't know, I just kind of gave the basic idea of the toys they have here, but if you have any other questions about that, go ahead and let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching. This has been your Cup of Joe.
Best selfie ever. Bratz selfie selfie snaps. Dolls, photo booth, and selfie
Love
stick
you,
each
bye.
sold separately.